my bacha party out there. How are you all doing? I hope all my dear children are doing absolutely fine and you are very excited about your Diwali vacations. So who all are excited about Diwali vacation? Let me know in the comment section below. And my name is Jasmine Joy and I am here to sort out one big question that is there. That is there any difference between the old NCERT and the new one? Well, for some of you, you might be getting to know about this on this particular day that, oh, there's a new NCERT. Well, there is, and it's a revised NCERT which was being put down for this particular year, that is 2025-26. Now, a lot of things remains to be the same. Some of the things are changed and we are going to talk about that. But before I go ahead with the NCERT, is there any change in the paper pattern as well? That is also another question. So initially the questions used to be like define refraction of light, easy question, no? But now they are putting like a coin appears raised when kept in a glass of water, explain this observation. So too much of drama over here, but what do you call these type of questions as? You call them as competency based questions, my dear children. And why have I put it over here when I am talking about NCERT? So it's not just the matter of the fact that there is an old NCERT, there is a new NCERT. I'm telling you, there is a new way to read your NCERT. You need to understand that. Whatever book is there, it's there. But you also have to understand you should have a new way of reading your NCERT because questions are not going to be directly coming like this. You need to have concept understanding, and for that you have to read the NCERT properly. They are competency based questions which are going to surprise you this year. Okay, and I'm going to make a separate video on that as well, where I'll be explaining more about competency based questions and how you should be dealing with it. Before that, let's see if there is some actual change in your old and new NCERT. So as you can see over here, yes, a bit of changes are there, such as this particular reaction which was being put down like this has changed, the balancing and everything, the products, and also has also been changed. So there are obviously certain things like that. And not just this, there are other minute changes that have taken place in your NCERT, which is why I would prefer you to have a new version of NCERT vibe. Suppose if at all a question comes and you are writing the answer and you are writing in the old NCERT way, then probably your marks may be somewhat dependent on these small things out there, and you might lose it. So I do not want you to go through that, which is why I'll recommend you to have the new version of NCERT. That will be better. And obviously when something is new, they have probably corrected the older things, so you should know the corrected things, right? You should not know the wrong things are there. So that is also one big reason, which is why I'll say that you should have a copy of your new NCERT as well. Okay, cool. Now, if at all you have an older version of NCERT, you can ask your friends, like, if it was, anyways, if there are some big changes, it might have been discussed in your class as well. But why to just wait for your friends or your teachers to say when you can self find out? So have the new version of NCERT. Now, how to make the best use of NCERT? That is the next question. And as I said, there are so many competency based questions that are gonna come, which is why you should understand before you mark. So don't highlight blindly. Whenever you read the NCERT, it's not like every line is important, I'll just underline the whole thing. No, just underline the keywords. Okay, what keywords? For example, current increases, heat increases. So you don't have to, in this way, current also increases, which is why you don't have to underline the whole thing. So current increases, heat increases. The key terms which are there, you can just highlight that, and when you highlight it, try to understand. Then only you are highlighting. No, you cannot highlight any random thing. If at all you are not understanding, probably you will be highlighting everything. But once you understand the concept, you know what to highlight better. You get it? So please try to understand before you mark. Second thing, ask why after every concept. So once you are done with a paragraph, every paragraph in your NCERT has some logic into it. So sit with that paragraph and think, what is there in this paragraph? What have you learned from this particular paragraph? Find the reason. What's there? What's the logic out here in this particular paragraph? This increases the depth of your learning, my dear children. The next thing, study line by line once. That means read the full chapter word by word once, because NCERT phrasing often reappears in board papers. Yeah, exact line they repeat in your board examination. Which is why, even though you might be referring to one-shot videos, even though you might be referring to so many other videos, my dear children, you should go back to your NCERT and read it once. This is super important. Okay, now going ahead, focus on diagrams and labels. So in your NCERT you have so many diagrams, right? What do you usually do? You just ignore them. Don't do that. Basically diagrams are something that can grab you those easy marks. Labelings are something that can grab you easy marks. So whenever you see a diagram, make sure you're going through the labelings, your entire thing really well. And it's not just about the labeling, you should know the functions of each of them. Then only you will be able to understand how to label it. Suppose you do not know the function of it. For example, if at all I am saying the male reproductive system, okay, and you are basically marking the ducts. If at all you are marking the ducts, if you do not know the functioning of the ducts, what do? You would be not marking it properly. You will forget all these things. But if you know what each of the part of the ducts are doing, my dear children, you will never forget it. So know the functions of each of the things and it will be easy for you to remember. So once you see a picture and the labelings, analyze everything and then take a paper, draw it first. Okay, draw it first. Now when you have clearly drawn it first without looking, check there if everything is correct or not. Okay, now what do you do? The next thing that you have to do is label by yourselves. When you label by yourselves, you'll get to know what are the things that you have actually missed. Now then go back again to the NCERT and see if the labelings are also correct. You get it? This is how you have to mark, go ahead with these things. Now summarize every chapter in one page. So once you're done with your NCERT, every chapter should be fitting into this one particular page. I always say that this is known as one page summary. This is going to be your lifesaver. You are going to use this for all of your revision, my dear children. So please summarize every chapter in a page. And now cross check with PYQs and sample papers. So you say that NCERT reading is incomplete unless and until you are going to solve some questions. So once you read the NCERT of any chapter, the next thing that you have to do is make a one-page summary. And the very next thing, when you understood that you can fix everything in a page, you have written everything. The next question, thing to be done is what? Solving the previous year questions. And then it's done. Now the study is what? The whole study cycle is complete officially. So this is how you have to deal with your NCERT. So what have we learned from this video? That we need to have the new version of NCERT because there are some corrections, okay, some minute corrections, but you should know about them. And now when you read your NCERT, understand each and every line, okay, and always ask a why. What is there? Frame your own questions because surprisingly these questions might be there for your boards as well. You never know. Okay, so frame your own questions, and if you're finding it difficult, please, you are in a ChatGPT era. Put it in ChatGPT, the paragraph in ChatGPT and ask, or probably a page if it is there, my dear children, a page of your NCERT, click a picture of it, put it there in ChatGPT and ask, frame some, competency based question based on this. And then you questions, okay, and it's not like the question would be repeated. It's like basically you get to know how all different type of questions can be framed from this particular page. So can we do that? Yes, try it out. And my dear children, before I go ahead, are you watching the one-shot videos that we are putting up over here? If not, please watch it. Teachers are putting on so much efforts for you guys and they are the best teachers out there. Trust me, and we teach in English. So what are you waiting for? Go watch those videos and do not forget to hit on the subscribe button right now and share it with your friends as well. Bye-bye.